Once again, it's your boy Carcino here, and let's take it from the top. Listen, y'all didn't listen. I don't know what's wrong with people. They just don't hear. Do you hear? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? My goodness. Do y'all listen? I said those were the top 5 female rap artists. And I told you what it was based upon. Now, the reason Lauryn Hill isn't in that bracket is because she was making it as a group. She had that one solo project. Okay? Yes, it swept the nation, but that's why I didn't put her in the group. If I was to put that group in there, in that listing, she could have made it. Because as an artist, she sold a lot of records on that album. But to me, that album wasn't more outstanding than her work in the group. But best believe, this is why I didn't put her in the group. Because she's definitely in this top 5. This is the top 5 female MCs of all time. And what I mean by MC, I mean a master of ceremony. Not somebody who can go in the booth and make a hot record. We talking about somebody that can control the stage. Once they are on there, they own it. If they were out on 5th and Broadway, they could give it to you right there, live. Give them a microphone and they will eat you alive right there. That's what I mean by an MC. Somebody that embraces the culture of what we come from and can do it on the drop of a hat and give it to you. And these are the top 5 women that can do that. And number 5, we have... Woo, this is tight. This is tight, fellas. At number 5, we had a Brat. People gonna say the Brat. The Brat is an MC before anything else. And she can give it to you raw. She can handle a crowd. She can do anything that needs to be done to give it to you. Believe that. Number 4 is Rah Digga. Rah Digga is probably one of the best. Like, if you wanted to battle a rapper, Rah Digga would probably take you apart. It's just that we didn't have a lot of material with Rah Digga to really to put her up higher on the pedestal. But she's definitely in that mix. And number 3 is Mia X. Mia X from No Limit Soldiers will destroy about 50% of a male population in rap. She ain't play no games. And she can hold her own on the stage, stadium, no matter what. Mia X will put it down. And you done heard her rip every Master P track, everything she was on. She done ripped a new you-know-what, too. Okay? Number 2 is MC Lyte. Lyte the MC will give it to you, no beat, freestyle, rip you to shreds, tap you on the head. It's done. Like, she was definitely holding the crown down for a minute. Lyte the MC held it down, and this was at a time when women didn't have avenue, really. It's better than it is now, I'll tell you that much. And before we go, we gotta give honorable mentions to Lil Kim, Shawana, because she definitely, she was deep TP. That's when y'all really heard her, but we knew of her before then, and we had a larger body of work. Another one has been high up on the list. So you got Queen Latifah, you got Missy. Missy was sweet with her flow, and there's some other honorable mentions in there. Gangsta Boo should be in that mix on the honorable mentions. Foxy Brown for honorable mentions as well. And I'm feeling I'm leaving somebody out. Remy Ma. Remy definitely is up there because Remy can flow. But again, lack of material. Hurt her standings a lot. So the people that I think we got in the four that's a legitimate four. That's formidable right there. Number one, of course, is Lauryn Hill. And the reason why it's Lauryn Hill is because I already knew her before she got hot as an MC. Not a singer, not Sister Act. I knew her from actually rhyming. She was freestyling in an elevator with the curly natural, just giving it. In the cypher, giving it. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, wow. This chick is raw. And I didn't know who she was. I'm like, that skinny girl from Ethiopia, wherever she's from, she is giving it. And back then, this is when everything was on cassette tapes. And it was like somebody had a VHS beta tape. And like freestyle battles and stuff, and like in the hoods, and people would just research this. See, brothers had ideas way before all this digital stuff happened. Dude was like, man, I'm gonna record these people just ciphering and then send it out, put a thing on it and call it whatever, and we gonna see people to like it. Record executives could look at it, find talent. It's just that when you don't know how to formulate a business around it, people can just take it and poach it. Now, that idea is null and void, but I got to see Lauryn Hill off one of those tapes in a cipher, giving it to people. I'm like, wow, she is sick. And every time it came back to her, she just killed it. She was ready. And it's fresh off her dome. She's a better freestylist than she is a written artist. And then she can sing. She can hit notes if need to be. So she could be the best R&B artist and the best hip-hop artist probably at the same time. She could have put out 2 records. Which I would have done with the concept. Because she's a rap artist and she's a singer. I'd have had her sing some songs. The R&B record. And then called it the hip hop side. We'd have put out a double CD. I just think the whole marketing thing with Lauryn Hill went crazy. Because they kept trying to control her. Then they tried to destroy her. And that's a whole nother story. But she's definitely number one. Lauryn Hill, number one female MC of all time. I'm out.